Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome. You are tuned into, say, the top five vlogs on YouTube that's unknown. One of those mom and pop vlogs. Bigmikes vlog. I'm your humble host, Big Mike, coming to you from my home. Don't mind the stuff up there. No, now you're gonna look it up there all the time. Now I'm playing, but anyway, hope everyone's doing wonderful out there. Despite all the crazy shit with the coronavirus, hope everyone's staying safe. Hope everyone's gotten groceries and food and not bought five things of fucking toilet paper that everyone's all of a sudden doing because I guess they feel like they need toilet paper for some reason. That's become a thing. Um, that's beside the point. I might do a vlog on the coronavirus and my take on how it's been um, reported on and everyone's reactions to it and all that type of stuff. But that's another vlog for another day. This vlog actually I'm going to be doing on something I kind of discussed and touched on a little bit in previous vlogs, but I never really delved into it in depthly, and I kind of want to touch on it a little bit more. So this vlog is basically going to be talking about the reasons why I'm a guarded individual. Um, Reasons why, or the reason why I decided to do it on this particular topic is I just feel that there's a little bit of a misconception about the way I am sometimes. And even though, again, I open up and I share and I do vlogs with you guys, and I work in the social services and I help people, I am a very guarded person when it comes to allowing people into my life and getting close to me emotionally. And it's something I've struggled with for years, and it's something that I'm trying to work through. But I just feel like it's something that I want to kind of touch on a little bit more and kind of discuss the rationale and why I am that way. But before I do, I just want to I have a few announcements. Two things. First thing is I'm eventually going to be collabing on a vlog, hopefully, with a person by the name of Kat, one of my friends that I actually connected with on Instagram. Me and her are going to possibly do a vlog together at some point, and I'm going to promote it I'm going to post it on my channel and she's going to post it on her channel. We're going to promote it on both of our channels. It's going to be on whatever topic we decide. I'll let you know, make an announcement when I do my next vlog on when that will be. Hopefully it'll be sometime soon, and we'll get out to you lovely people for you to watch and comment and say whatever you want about it. So I'm really excited to do that. Trying to get the channel grow and build a little bit of it only has a little minuscule following, but I kind of want to grow it a little bit more. Finally, and one other thing, I'm actually officially, as of yesterday, last night, started doing podcasts. So me and my great, wonderful, amazing, dope ass friend Sonicon, me and her collabed, and we are going to be doing weekly podcasts that she's going to be posting on her channel. Once she has a website. So once the website's fully up and running, which will be probably in the next couple weeks or so, I'm going to start posting the podcast on my channel and the links for her website. So feel free to check those out. It's basically me, how I am on these vlogs, but I'm just going to be doing it on a podcast format, and it's going to be fun. And we did one last night. The first one we did was on work-life balance. The coronavirus somehow got slipped in there, and also my brain's not working right now. Oh, and dating. I kind of slipped in dating. That was more me than her, but it was great. We edited it. It took us about 5 hours to do. Actually, I don't think it took. Yeah, it took a while, but it ended up coming out really good. So I'm really excited to promote that, especially because it's something that me and Sana have talked about doing for years, and now we just said we're gonna just do it. So now we're doing it. So hopefully I'm gonna hit you all up with weekly stuff with that, and also with this channel I'm gonna try to do some more vlogs. And again, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you have any topics or anything you want me to discuss or talk about, feel free to hit me up in the comment section. If you want to add me on IG, feel free to hit me up. I'll add y'all and all that good stuff. So, back to the vlog at hand that I want to talk about. So, what prompted me to do this vlog is because I feel like so far, 2020 hasn't been the greatest year for most people. But for me, it's been okay. But I've just kind of reached a point when with dealing with people where it's been a little bit of a struggle, where I just feel that people have done certain things that I don't really like, that's bothered me, which has caused me to be a lot more guarded than I was before the year started. And I was trying to get out of that being guarded, but the more I've been dealing with people, the more I've kind of pulled back. And I'm going to explain that um, as to why and kind of my rationales and why I've done it and just other things as well. Okay, so first things first, I would say that I've always been guarded most of my life, especially my adult life. I've been very guarded. Um, it just I kind of reached a point where it was hard for me to let people in. Um, I've gotten I've had family members and other people do shit to me that I obviously didn't like and put a hold on my life and stuff like that. And those experiences caused me to be very guarded and just not really letting people in, and it's adversely affected my relationships with people. I don't have too many friends. I keep my circle very small. That's more by choice than anything. And I don't like drama. So people that kind of bring drama to me, I usually tell them to fuck off in no uncertain terms. So what made me kind of realize and accept the fact that I was guarded was about 4 years ago, in like 2016. What ended up happening was, to put it the short end of the story is, I would say over a 6 month period, I had about six different women, or no, I sorry, six women. No, sorry, not that many. Three women over a 6 month period tell me that I'm guarded. Um, like one girl, and I had been talking with her fairly regularly for about a year, basically telling me, Mike, I've been talking to you for well over a year, and I don't feel like you know me. I don't feel like I know you, which caused me to be like, oh wow, I was, you know, and that kind of made me raise my eyebrow a bit. And I could have done one or two things. I could have either ignored them and been like, bitch, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, or I could do what I ended up doing, which was kind of self-reflecting and accepting the fact that I am guarded. And I remember I had a conversation with my friend Sana about it, and she said, "What caused it, and what are you trying to do to kind of not be guarded?" And I didn't at the time. I didn't know, but I just had reached a point where I think that was probably the reason why in 2016 I didn't want to be in a relationship, because I was way too guarded and I didn't trust anyone. It was just something but at the time I couldn't actually say it or accept it. Um, and I think over like 2017 I was pretty guarded, and then I met my ex, and I was not as guarded, because I did open up to her and I did share, my life experiences and things that happened to me and stuff like that with her, and she accepted me and still cared and all that type of stuff. So, but the reason for me, I kind of got to a point where I said, if I'm gonna date anybody, I have to be comfortable enough with them to be able to share my experiences with them and feel like they're not gonna bail on me, because I think the most important thing for me in a relationship with anybody is I need to know that you're not going to bail on me. I need to know that if I'm sharing stuff with you, or if I'm going through a rough patch, or if let's say you're going through a rough patch, I'm not going to bail on you. I'm going to be riding with you until we can't ride no more. That's just the way I am. And the problem was, when I would share those experiences with certain women at the time, or like years past, I felt a lot of them treated me differently. They looked at me differently. They acted funny with me, or they just ghosted me altogether and stopped talking to me, which made me feel kind of like an asshole, or feel like a big piece of shit, because at that point I didn't want to share anything with anyone. I didn't want to let anyone in or get close. So then what ended up happening was, relationships I had after that, I just was too closed off, and I didn't let anyone in and beyond the surface. And there was girls I met that were awesome, that treated me great, that were dope, but in all honesty, I was an asshole to them because I just wouldn't let them in. I was way too guarded. And the hardest part was to kind of say that to them, and then them telling me that I'm full of shit and they didn't believe me. And given kind of the way I treated them, I can't really look at them and be like, why are you acting like that? Or how could you say that? Because the way I treated them if I was in the same circumstance as them, I'd probably have said the same thing. So it's been hard, to kind of be in this space where I'm so guarded that I can't really let anyone in. I'm trying to, and I'm trying to let down that wall, but it's gotten a lot harder to do that because I feel as accommodating as I am to some people and to women and stuff like that specifically, I don't feel like I get that same accommodation or reciprocated back to me at all. And it bothers me. It really bothers me. And it's gotten me to a point where I'm just like, fuck off. I don't want to even deal with people if that's just how they're going to be, where they want me to accommodate them and do things for them and show that I care. But then when I'm hopefully expecting the same, I don't get it in return. And all they want to do is tell me a bunch of lip service and fuck shit that I don't care about. Because I'm more about actions. And I think the one way that I can let my guard down with someone is them showing me by their actions that they care, not just telling me. And a lot of times I find the reason why I get guarded is because a lot of them just want to tell me a bunch of fucking lip service and bullshit. And I don't give a fuck about that. And I swear about it because it frustrates the fuck out of me. It drives me nuts. And now the difference with me now and then too is I have a much stronger voice now in terms of I can say that I'm guarded and I can say what I'll put up with and I'll say what I won't put up with. And I think that's helped me too, just for myself eternally, because when I was younger I never had a voice. I wasn't comfortable enough in my own skin to even share this stuff with you guys now. But I'm strong enough to share this and be a little bit vulnerable to some degree. But it's just hard for me, and I don't want to be like this. I'm really trying not to, and it's a struggle for me to try to get out of this hole of trying to not be a guarded person. It's the hardest. It's probably been one of the hardest things I've struggled with for the past 4 years. Because even with my ex, like as much as I loved my ex and we were together and it was working, there was always something in the back of my mind that felt like she was going to leave and she was going to bail on me. And she did. She had her rationale and reasons, but it's just hard for me to really stick to anyone, and be with anyone. And I think also too, my upbringing was a little bit different. I moved around a lot, and I'm not blaming my mom for that. Like, I think moving around was good and bad, because while it was bad from the perspective of I was never really able to build or foster any relationships with anyone over a long period of time. The good thing about it is it made me very adaptable to different surroundings, different people, different cultures, different everything. And I think that served me well as I've gotten that as an adult. It's just hard for me because I remember at one point, and I can give you an example of why I say this, is because I remember at one point a girl and I were talking and we kind of got into a little bit of an argument, and she said to me that you see people as disposable. And I said, I don't see people as disposable. I just understand that people are going to come into my life and they're going to leave my life. And that's kind of, and as much as like I understood where she was coming from, and I realize now why she said it, and a part of her was right. But I don't see people as disposable from the perspective of I don't care about people. It's just hard for me to get close to someone and feel like what they're saying to me is legit. Because nowadays people just want to talk and tell me shit. And I'm more about, let's do it. Let me show you by my actions that I'm serious. Let's not just fucking talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like as much as I do that, some women don't do that with me. And then the flip side is I'm so guarded now that when some women do show by their actions that they're serious, it's hard for me to really accept it to some degree. And I'm not saying they do a bunch of things, but they kind of will show me by their actions that they're interested. And I'm just like, okay, should I let my guard down? Should I let my guard down to this person? Should I trust this person? Or should I just say nah? And a lot of times I end up saying nah. So I'm a part of the problem too. So as much as I have to see people show and prove, it's just hard for me. It's very hard for me. And I feel like I don't know. It's hard for me. It's probably one of the hardest things I've had to accept and deal with and work through. And it's in the sad, and I guess the saddest thing from this perspective of being guarded is when I've told certain women that I'm guarded, they basically dismissed it and said I'm full of shit. But then the problem that I have with that is that women out there are saying men toxic masculinity, and men are so closed off, and men don't like to share, and all this kind of shit. But then when I'm sitting there sharing and telling you that I'm a guarded individual and it's hard for me to let people in, you tell me that I'm full of shit. There was, I think, a few months ago when I kind of wanted to take a little bit of a blow from talking to anyone. And there was a girl that I was talking to, and I said, she wanted to meet up. And I just said, you know what, right now I'm not in the best space to meet up. She had the nerve to tell me that I need to go sleep with someone and get out of my system. That's what she said to me verbatim. So at that point, I'm just like, well, then why the fuck am I even opening up and sharing anything with y'all? If that's the reaction I'm going to get. Because you're going to act like a petulant fucking child because I wasn't in the right space to meet up with you. Because I'm just not ready to, or I'm too guarded, or I'm in my own shit. And at least I'm honest enough to say that to you, but no, you think I'm full of shit and you want to tell me to go fucking hook up with someone like I'm a fucking idiot. And it just frustrates me. It really frustrates me, the reactions I've gotten to it. Because, and I've said this, and women can disagree or agree or whatever, I don't really care. But I don't honestly believe that most women give a fuck about how men feel. I don't. I don't. Well, at least, and I'm speaking for myself. And I have experiences where I've opened up and I've shared and I've let my guard down. And the reaction that I've gotten to that was not the reaction that I was expecting to get. And it was not a reaction that I would have gotten if I was a woman or if I was a smaller individual. But because I'm 6'3", 299 pounds, black man, 99-pound black man, oh, man up, dude. What are you bugging about? What are you complaining about? What's the big deal? And I'm letting my guard down and I'm being vulnerable enough to share this with someone. And that's the fucking reaction I get. From men and women both when I've done this. And this is why half the time I'm guarded and I don't want to share nothing with you motherfuckers. Because a majority, I'm not saying all y'all, but a good fair majority of you motherfuckers are selfish and y'all don't even care about how people feel. But y'all want to sit there and talk that fucking nonsense that y'all do. And the reality is you don't. And yeah, so I don't know. Like, I don't know what the resolution is. I don't know how I'm going to be able to work through it. I'm trying. And I guess the best thing I could say is that if anyone meets me, dates me, or is interested in getting to know me, they're just going to have to be very patient with me. And if you don't want to be patient with me and you want a finished product, and I'm honest about that, and I tell women, listen, I'm not a finished product by any means. There's still things I'm trying to work through and all that. I know everyone's not a finished product, but I think women don't want to deal with a guy who has some type of baggage and bullshit. A lot of women say that as much. And I have baggage that I'm trying to work through. Now, if you want to still rock with me and deal with me, that's great. But if you want a dude who's more polished and is a finished product, then you should probably go date him. And go talk to him and fuck with him and marry him and do all that stuff with him. So yeah. I'll leave it at that. I don't really know. I just kind of felt like getting that off my chest. I feel like it's just something I need to say and get out there. But let me know what you guys think. Are you guarded as an individual yourself? What strategies or coping mechanisms do you guys use to kind of get through it, or do you not even cope with it? You just deal with it and accept it? Because it's a growing thing. Men and women both. Like, there's women out there that are guarded too, and it's hard for them to open up. And it's just something that I think if you're going to build a relationship with someone, you have to be able to work through it. And I know it's something that for me, I have to make an effort to work through. And I'm just trying to work through it the best I can. And I suppose the best way that I can work through it is being vocal and honest about it. So people can understand and know that, hey, it's not malicious. I'm not trying to be malicious by any means. It's just, I gotta feel you out and see what you're about first, and then kind of go in. But yeah, I guess that's all I can really say. I want to talk and ramble on. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Thank you for whoever decided to stumble on this vlog. Thank you for watching it. Feel free to watch all my other vlogs I've done. I've done a lot. And I'll hit you guys up another time. So this is Big Mike signing off. Peace.